Hello, everybody. Ow! Today, I'm going to give you 4 tips that I think will help you get a head start in animation voiceover acting. Let's dive into number 1. Take acting class. Now, I know that sounds obvious, right? Voiceover acting. Am I even pointing to the right words? But some people think that just because they have a special sounding voice or have a lot of confidence that they can just jump right in without any acting training. Well, I think personally that's a gamble and you shouldn't do that, but instead you should learn acting technique. Acting is probably the most important skill you're going to need to know in order to be taken seriously in this industry. So please get yourself into some acting classes or improv classes or voiceover acting classes or whatever, just getting those acting muscles flexing. One place I highly recommend is Actors Connection in New York City. I was lucky enough to go there in person and take Darren Dunstan's animation voiceover class. He's the voice of Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! And Splinter from Ninja Turtles. But because of the pandemic, I don't think they're meeting in person right now. However, I do think there is one advantage to that, which is you don't need to be in New York City to take these classes. They're all now online. You should go check it out. I guarantee that you're going to get a plethora of knowledge from this place. Lots of great teachers, directors, producers, agents, the whole lot. Check it out, or get into acting of any kind. It's just, I guarantee you're not going to regret it. Moving on to tip number 2. Study what's current. Crunchyroll, Netflix, Hulu, all the streaming sites that hold the things that you want to dive into. Whether it's anime, live-action dubbing, or any other kind of voice acting-based media. Just start absorbing what's popular. Listen to the voices. Try to study the acting, the pacing, the other stuff. When I got my first ever voiceover animation audition, it was for Yu-Gi-Oh! I studied the crap out of it. And I also dug into stuff that I thought was similar, like Pokemon, or Naruto, or Sword Art Online. Yes, I know SAO is different, but I just got hooked on it while I was studying the other stuff. The more material you absorb and you study the vocal acting aspects of it, the more ready you're going to be when you get the audition. Okay, moving right along to number 3. Build a Rolodex of character impressions. Do you need to be a master impersonator? No. But the best voices don't come from impressions of other voices that already exist in the cartoons that we watch already. They come from your interpretation of real people, or your own voice, or a hybrid. Hear someone talking in an interesting way while walking down the street or taking the subway or wherever you are? Copy it, impersonate it, make it yours. Same with celebrity impressions. What do the great voiceover actors say of today? Terrible impressions make the best original voices or something like that. I think someone from The Simpsons said that. Take the Matthew McConaughey sound. It just might sound like a silly impression of Matthew McConaughey, but if you add a little grit, and then you place it down a little further, it might sound like something from Red Dead Redemption or something else. By the way, if you want to learn grit, check out this video. Or take, for instance, my George Takei impression. It might just sound like a terrible George Takei impression, oh my. But if you add a little British to it, then it sounds like a different British George Takei. Anyways, you get the point. And finally, tip number 4. Please hit the like button. I'm just kidding, but if you like my material, please hit the like button. It would really help out my video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, the real tip number 4, and final tip of this video. Be patient. Voiceover careers aren't built overnight, at least most of them aren't. I started my voiceover endeavor back in 2013, and it wasn't even until 2018 that I felt like I could focus on it as more of a full-time job. And I'm not talking moolah here, I'm just talking making it without having to have a part-time job. Until I hit that point, I just tried my best to keep going. Yes, I hit a lot of speed bumps on the way. I thought I was going to give up 20 times, but luckily I didn't. There were definitely times where months went by with no opportunities, no auditions, no nothing, so it felt hopeless. But over 4 or 5 years, it eventually picked up for me and I could start focusing more on it. It just, it takes time. Or not, and you're really special and it won't take any time at all. Who knows? But for most of us, I think it's going to be a longer journey than you expect. Just whatever you do, if it's really your dream, don't give it up because it's not happening right away. Try to get better each time. Show up to all the auditions that are available to you and you take classes and you keep moving forward and you just stay patient and keep going. You're going to build something wonderful in this industry for yourself. I truly think so. And there you have it, my 4 tips that I think will give you a head start in animation voiceover acting. Now look, I'm no voiceover guru or anything, I'm just trying to help you with my experience that I've had so far in my life. To be most honest, all paths are different. Some are going to succeed right away, some it's going to take a lot of time, but just don't give up because I think it will happen as long as you keep going. Just gotta be patient and love yourself. And hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, beep boop.